So my irritation has grown since the last time I've posted one of these, and I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while. And I'm glad I didn't, because it gave me time to figure out who, not just who, but more so where do I want to be heading? Like, am I on the right path? And that's the same question I keep telling God. Like, I keep telling God, like, hey, if you don't want me to do this, like, tell me. I'm good. I'm good. Like, I've been contemplating so many, because I can go in. I have the blessing of having so many directions I can go in which I can help hundreds of thousands of people. But the pain of it all is figuring out which one do I believe will impact the most amount of people, but will satisfy God the most. Like, the plan and God's plan. What is God's plan? I kept telling myself this. Like, what is God's plan? Like, what do you need me to do? Because at this point, I don't know. So that's where I've been. I was in that little that dark gray area, what we call life, and trying to figure things out. And I'm glad that I went through that when I did, because I couldn't imagine doing that in years' time. Now, of course, maybe later down the road, I'll probably present with another opportunity to indulge in, but it's not the same as it is now. But now I have a better understanding. Like, I need to do one thing and just get good at it. And just get good and focus on it. Because it's very easy. I feel like it's more easy to get distracted when you haven't hit the point where you wanted to be, versus being at the point where you wanted to be and having the most leverage out of anybody else. For example, like, if I for one wanted to lose weight, let's say I wanted to lose 100 pounds, I would be so lost and confused and be open to so many ideas, I wouldn't have a direction. But if I had already lost 50 pounds and maybe plateaued at the 50 mark, I still know what to do. I'm open to other ideas, but from what I know, I just need to do better. That's it. So that's what I mean. That's what I mean. So it's not, it's more of it's a mental game. And telling yourself not to get distracted by shiny object syndrome, but most importantly, don't steer away from God's plan. And I even tell my clients, I say, even if the end goal of you gaining or losing weight is inevitable, what would you focus on? And you would just focus on the habits and the work. That's it. Like, if you knew you were going to get an A, like, you believe, not like a egotistical or arrogant way, but you believed, you're like, bro, I'm getting an A. I'm getting an A on this test. I've studied every single day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, every single day, nonstop. There's no reason why I'm not getting an A. No reason. And I think sometimes we just need to go through that that phase of I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I can do this, or I can do that, or I can do this, I can do that. And as much as you want just for something to finally click, you'll never actually get the results you want, or the results God had planned for you, which is far worse in my opinion. So I'm making this video as like a check-in. We'll make it a life update. I haven't done one of those in a minute. We'll make it a life update video, because now I have just gotten to a point where I'm over of I'm tired of failing, and I'm tired of not wanting to do anything because I keep failing. Like I'm over being in that in between. I'm over it. I just at the end of the day, I want to be at peace with helping people and indulge in God's plan. That's it. That's it. Whatever fruit that's given to me, whatever fruit I reap, whatever it is, it's inevitable. And I just want to make sure I'm on the right path. But how can you know you're on the right path when you don't have a bird's eye view of it? And that can sometimes be very frustrating. Very frustrating. So, I'm honestly just going to wrap this up. I didn't want this to be too long. But I want every single one of you who are watching this video, which is probably not that many, but for those of you who are, I want you to know that for as long as you keep those limiting beliefs and indulging in the mile mindset and not the marathon mindset, you will always run out of fuel, and you will always end up back at the start. And another way I can explain this is, everything I ever tried, I did it with full force, full effort, like all in. But when I did it as if I was running a mile, or if I was running a 100-meter dash. It's interesting. The mindset to both. Like, if I wanted to run a marathon and I wanted to run a mile, they're both the same. Like, you are like, hey, I'm going to do my absolute best in completing this. But if you are so used to running a mile and you go to run a marathon, but you don't know how long the marathon is, you will never finish. So your mindset has to change. You're still giving the same, like, mentally, the effort is still there. But physically, you have to pace yourself differently. It's a different pace. Because if you pace yourself as if you're running a mile, you're not going to finish the marathon. So, that's one of the biggest changes I've had to make, is changing from that mile to marathon mindset.